On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their fifth straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach? On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, the Buccaneers are back in the Super Bowl for just the second time in franchise history. I know one thing, they'd love a repeat of that first appearance.
Would they ever? That was 2003 in San Diego, and it was Super Bowl 37. They were the underdogs coming in against the Oakland Raiders, and they flogged the Raiders in that game, 48-21. You know what I remember most about that? John Gruden was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he'd previously been the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. And during practice leading up to the game, he would play scout team quarterback and tell the defense all the characteristics and mannerisms of the Raiders quarterback, Rich Gannon, and had his defense totally prepared. And boy, did they play well and won their first Super Bowl title.
The first Super Bowl of a new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes leading out the Chiefs. They, of course, were so close to a trip to Atlanta a year ago. Losers in overtime of the AFC title game. They made it a point that they were going to get back this year, and Mahomes, the 2018 MVP, he has followed through, getting KC to the Super Bowl in his third NFL season. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
That in coverage once or twice, you know. Imagine him trying to stick with Kelsey on the play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Bring it. Let's bring it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
helmet mangled, so hopefully he'll be back. Don't want to see any major injuries in this game. It's going to take a little piss out of it for me. Now, I appreciate cinematics. I appreciate the graphics. But they are taking this too long with this. Come on, speed this up.
Yellow.
This rate should have picked a 5-minute quarter. We're going to be here for 9.5.
Watch his grip. Watch his grip.
Not 9, 10.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Absolutely. Well, at least I guess the good thing about these running cinematics, this is what I can do.
Yellow.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth. And it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Similar running back switch up here, I think. I wouldn't be surprised to see Ronald Jones
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
But yeah, Fournette's had a good playoff run, so it made a little more sense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
You guys talk so much. Give the dude some confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really should. Listen to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
Last Tom Brady pass looked like something I might have thrown. That's just crazy.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. The Chiefs bring pressure and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Just have to. Now it's Hardman doing the dance. Seems like
a first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
That's his height. You get another big play down stop here.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
He just runs straight forward, keeps his head down. It's 1st. He holds firm.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
I would be not surprised if this is how the real Super Bowl goes. Not that either of our quarterbacks will feel tight.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Two high-powered offenses come in.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Don't put on the...
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Really just horrible passes from Brady. This game is not...
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brady now on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Feeling good. It's like Castradamus might strike again here. Always hitting hard on them predictions.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the draw, this is Fournette. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That's what's surprising. These are working. First and goal from the 7. Here we go.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's able to put it through. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Mahomes to throw once more. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Oh, hey, look at that. Lead a foot on there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Super helpful for the Bucs. A lot of dull moments. Okay.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
I imagine a shot gets taken here soon.
Brady hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll probably at least get 2 more plays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They had it. They had it on the outside. Could have caught that, ran out of bounds, saved this last time out. Now with 15 seconds left.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
There we go. 15-10. Looking like a reality. Kickers just got to clutch up here.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1.
Nice move.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Trying. I think if this were reality, this would be a miracle. This for me.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
Oh, I love the highlights. Let's go. Lenny Fournette making things happen. That was a great touchdown pass.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Nice haircut, Tom. The way Tom does at 43 when I was 23. That's a beast. You gotta pitch the pitch first. Come back, Patty. Close. 3-point game at half. I'm feeling incredibly confident about my Chiefs pick for this game. We shall see. Bucks get the ball. Will we see the Tom Brady we saw?
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to drop it that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
2 sacks in the same drive. That's big. That's exactly what you do.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And remember, he had his first punt blocked.
That's a punt, boys.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
No real reason not to catch that one. He got hit as he was trying to touch it. Another quick 3 and out.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Fournette running right. Got some room at the 30. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
He's about to get caught right about here, and he just turns on the jet. Down into field goal range.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He finds Howard complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Leonard Fournette. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Brady.
All the time in the world.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Completes it to Miller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Not everybody talks about it.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gay knocks this one through. And that's going to tie us at 13. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Big kick coming. So the obligatory 30 seconds between touchdown and kickoff. Did we get an overtime game? Super Bowl simulation? I don't know.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pace for double-digit receptions in this game. that was number 7.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there.
One of those angles really helped us see if that was a forward pass or not. If that stands, that's huge. Exactly the kind of difference making play you need. That's one way to make sure you capitalize on a turnover. Wow. Haven't had fireworks like that since the first quarter. First play of the fourth really sets it off.
Gay is on for the point after.
Okay, now the Chiefs got a 10-point line.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Kick the ball, scrub. Hurry up and kick this ball. Tip. Hey, Junior.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Settling for a field goal. Really dampen their spirits, especially if Tom Brady's able to go out there and shoot up some clock. I'd say real life Andy Reid.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Time and a place, Kev.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
From the 4 now instead of the 7.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Send the kicker out. 1st and goal. Let's do it. Man, that's goofy. Super good.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The ball, he could have, boy.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Oh, there he had Kelsey, too. He just had Kelsey. That's tough. Absolutely tough. Especially as good as you could ask when he goes right. Not very Mahomes-like there.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Wait, set, 53. Set. Watch his left, watch his left.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Just a dive. No extra motion, no delayed handoff. Just a dive. That's what you need to call there.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Oh, yes! Oh, it's a white-knuckle thrill ride. The Chiefs are going to get a chance. Exactly what we wanted, boys. Coming down to the last drive. Oh, they're going to review it. They won't review the fumble.
The previous play is under review.
Right. I hope it holds. If not, it's just going to be a long 2 minutes of taking knees. This isn't a real football game. I'm allowed to root. Have rooting interest. I'm not a play-by-play guy. What do we got? First and 10. Damn. Well, that'll do
After
it,
review
folks.
the play.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That should do it. Second and 4. Fournette's been running.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Fournette running out of the gun and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
This is Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1 yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Definitely short. Doesn't look like it. So we'll actually get a punt here.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier.
That's a great punt, too. Oh, but it goes into the end zone.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 20-13, a little over 20 seconds to go. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on first down.
You said Tyreek would catch a big one. I don't know if it's going to have to be here. I don't know how anyone could not be covering him.
He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
closest team in the game. It should be. Oh my God! Quit showing me these. And that's
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season.
Did come down to the final play.
For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
Madden replay wants to show us there was a big touchdown in the first half. Gave the Bucs their first lead. Definitely some big plays. A lot of action. A lot of defense. The questionable fumble.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
They don't let Brady hold it? I mean, I'm sure he's not. Go, Tom Brady. Lucky number 7. Well, there you have it. In case you missed my spiel while those guys were so rudely talking over me. If you want to find out my predictions, check out the podcast at Smoke Break Sports, where I will tell you what I think will really happen in this week's Super Bowl. In the meantime, thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the flip.